everyone, and welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. Today we are running the Class 465 on the Bakerloo Line. We're at Harrow and Wealdstone at the moment. As you can see by the front, we are going to Willesden Junction. So let's get the doors shut. Get all these bits on. There you go, AWS DSD, that's on. Let's get the regen brakes on. Always sounds better when they're on. And I think we're ready to go. Right, off we go. But anyway, hopefully everyone is having a good day, whatever you are doing. Lovely, let's go. Let's get that off. Our next station's Kinton. Obviously, top speed today will be 45 miles an hour. Cool. Yeah, we're going as far as Willesden Junction, calling that Kenton. No, I think we're calling it all stops actually. Kenton, South Kenton, North Wembley, Wembley Central, Stonebridge Park, Harrow, and then Willesden Junction. But I thought, we'd do a bit more 465 action, and why not put it on the underground? Because it's third rail, isn't it? So it would work. Let's go. There we go. But if you are enjoying the video so far, even though it's only been a minute, do leave a thumbs up, it all does help out. And we do have a fair bit of AI today, which we will see coming along the line. Lovely sound, and this is probably one of the best sounding units we have in the game. Does sound very good. Right, this is Kenton coming up. I don't know if we'll see another train. I don't think there'll be any yet. And coming into the platform. Bring the speed down a bit more than that. It's coming quite fast. Obviously the brakes are very good. We'll go right to the end of the platform here. We are a 4-car unit, so it should all fit in. It is weird to see that there is no stop markers on this route. I think for the overground bit there is actually stop markers, but in the game there isn't any. There you go, on the mirrors. Here we are. Oh, hello. We're inside a pole. Inside a signal. Got another cert. Limit, that's going quick. Yeah, that is going really quick. Look at the height difference though. Look at that. And one thing also, I don't know if anyone in the comments can say, what is this? What are these things here? The sort of blue and white light? Because sometimes they're on, but what do they actually mean? Is it some sort of indicator, or... I don't know if someone shut their doors that go on. Let's have a look. No, I don't know. What are these things here? What are they for? Someone tell me. Let's go South Kenton next. It's not too far. Yeah, obviously this is the Bakerloo Line. Obviously we've got the West Coast Mainline there to the left. Obviously, yeah, the Bakerloo Line don't really do it too much anymore. So it was all hyped up when Train Sim first came out, and now it's sort of... well, obviously there's better routes now, obviously South Eastern and all that. But who actually watching still plays the Bakerloo Line the most? There's the Metropolitan line up there. Lovely. Not too far, you can see South Kenton coming up, obviously being the least used station on the Bakerloo Line. Put that up a little more. Right, South Kenton. We want to aim to stop where the monitors are. Start bringing that down. Right, here we are coming in now. So it would be nice if they did actually implement the stop markers. But I don't think we'll see that for now. Right, get the doors open. Lovely. Right, this is South Kenton, and we've got what we got after this. We've got North Wembley, and then we've got Wembley Central, Stonebridge Park, Harleston, and then Willesden Junction. I think it only just about fits in on the board, doesn't it? Only just. So I wonder if there is actually any station in the game. It's got one of the German ones, which sort of just it sort of goes off. That'd be interesting to see. Right, not long until we'll be off. Okay, so we've got a 377, that'll be the Milton Keynes service. Going straight through. Obviously the 377s actually do run on the line. They do the Milton Keynes service. Obviously it wouldn't be a 377-4, I think it would be a -5. Obviously the arms of the pantographs. So obviously above Watford I believe it goes into overhead catenary. Anyway, we're off. Obviously you can see the West Coast Main Line to the left of us, that has got the overhead wires. But we've got third rail and fourth rail. Obviously fourth rail for the underground trains and third rail for, well, DC, you know, the overground ones, the 378s, and the new ones, whatever they're called. And if you are watching this far into the video, do put North Wembley into the comment section. Obviously big thanks if you are watching this far. Here we are. Right to the end again. And here we are, we made it. Get doors open. And it will be in Wembley Central next. Get the window open, why not? 465934. Also another question, a few people in chat. What do you prefer, the overground section of the Bakerloo Line or the underground section? Personally, I think I prefer probably the underground section. Just because, you know, it's the underground. You can whiz into the stations, especially when you're going at, say, 35 miles an hour, slam the brakes on. It's just awesome. Obviously on this section up here it feels like you're going quite slow because you're only going at 45, and obviously when you're in the tunnels you don't really see what speed you're going, if you get what I mean. Obviously when you're overground you can, you know, 45 miles an hour, you can sort of see it. In the tunnel you can't. And off we go again. Right, Wembley Central, it's not too far ahead. One of the stations I've actually been to before in real life on the line. Watch an England game. There you go, at 45. And somewhere along here you can see the car in the back garden. I don't know if I've missed it. It's quite odd looking. Is it going to be here? I don't know if we've missed it. Somewhere along here, for some reason, there's a car in someone's back garden. Which looks really sort of just odd. I think we might have missed it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, Wembley Central. And we're running along there and... yeah. And here we are. Yeah, I just remember after the football game running down those stairs to get on the train to, because it was like one of the last ones of the night, I believe. 'Cause this was like 11 o'clock at night after the football game, and obviously I live, well, not in London, I live about 30 miles south of London. Obviously, this is North London way. And obviously, the last train of the night, you kind of had to get on it, so I remember legging it along the bridge there. I think we actually came up from that bit there. We ran up there, across the bridge, and just managed to get on the train. If we had missed it, would have been spending the night in London, in North London. Not really something I want to be doing. Obviously, these are the West Coast mainline platforms. There's not really much. Is this a used platform in real life? Looks like it's some. Is this the down fast and up fast? This one here. This one here sort of got a platform. Don't know what that side one's there for. Don't know. Anyway, let's get the doors locked. And it'll be Stonebridge Park next. Let's get going. And we're off. Gotta love the horn on this. I mean, everything about the 465 is just great. Even the livery. I love it. It's a bit bland, the livery, but I mean, on sort of the end coaches, sort of the way it fades out, it's awesome. Anyway, back in here, let's get going. It's not too far to Stonebridge Park. And the thing is, with the Bakerloo Line, on this overground section, it's really easy doing HUD off because the speed is basically 45 for the whole way. I mean, there's only a couple of sections, say, what we're in now, which go down to 40, and one goes down to 30 near Willesden Junction. But this probably is one of the easiest routes to do HUD off, believe it or not. Especially the overground section. Because even if you're going at 45 and you're approaching a station, just slam the brakes and you're going to stop in time. And then back up to 45. That's going up. There's Stonebridge Park Depot there, which, well, in service mode, you see tons of static trains there. I think those static trains were there because obviously the extended timetable, which hopefully will return in future, but was on the roadmap and what they actually had promised us basically since TSW was announced, or since we saw the service pattern. So obviously at the moment on the timetable on the Bakerloo, there's like basically a train every 10 minutes or so, and sometimes even more than that, every 18 minutes. It's quite an odd sort of service pattern. But one of the sort of the things on the roadmap was an extended timetable, which would basically mean doubling the timetable, so there'll be a train every 2-3 minutes. Unfortunately, that got taken off the roadmap about a couple months ago now, a month ago, which was quite annoying, as sort of it would be nice to see every 2 minutes coming along. I'm on a PS5, so it would probably run fine. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll see it again in future. That would be nice. And obviously another thing on the roadmap is to reinstate the London Landmarks console. So obviously Wembley Stadium would probably be where that sort of patch is at. You can see sort of an empty patch. Right there, that'll be Wembley Stadium over there. Obviously this is a PlayStation 5, which you would think would be able to run it. It probably could run it, but obviously as the TSW2 is sort of a PS4 last gen game, it counts as on the PS5. It's obviously not in. That's on the roadmap to bring. That'll be Holston next. Let's get going. Speed's going up. Lovely. 45 again. There we are. The weird sort of semaphore signals. I don't know if those semaphore signals are there in real life. I mean, I would imagine they probably are there in real life. But someone actually pointed out before it was sort of weird the way there were semaphores on the West Coast Mainline. So I don't know if they were put there by accident. Not really too sure. Maybe there is semaphores still. Right, this is Wealdstone coming up. It's got a weird station as well. There's quite a few weird sort of things to it. Sometimes the power doesn't turn on at the station, so all the lights are just off and it's pitch black, especially at night time. Most of the time the dot matrix here are sort of bugged out and it shows, I think, Oxford Circus's, no, it shows Charing Cross's dot matrix for the southbound platform. So basically it says like it's going to Harrow and Wealdstone. It's weird. Here we are. Obviously that clips through as well, which is a bit weird. Open the thing like that. The CCTV has entered the train. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to see it, you would sort of have to crouch down. You could literally go into the thing, couldn't you? Look at that shot. SD, SD, we know. You don't like us getting out. What the hell was that? Look at that. And then that happens as well. That's weird, isn't it? You can see into it or something. A little sort of fuse cabinet there. Weird. And door shut. Let's get out of Wealdstone before it has a power cut. I'm pretty certain the lights aren't even on. I suppose it's not even in time yet. Full whack, let's go. Right, I'll be at Willesden Junction next, which is our final destination. Been a nice run though. And that is 45, and it will come down to 30 as we do come into Willesden Junction. Start bringing that down. Right, that's coming down. Coming into Willesden Junction. And this will be our final destination, I believe. And then this train would realistically go off to the left, up on sort of the overground tracks. So obviously you can't really, well, I suppose this could continue down to Euston. Obviously at Queen's Park it puts you onto the middle platforms. So yeah, realistically it would go off to the left. But anyway, here we are, Willesden Junction, we made it. It was about 19 minutes from Harrow and Wealdstone. But anyway, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's TSW video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Obviously, you will find a link in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal if you do want to help support the channel. Obviously, all funds do go back into the channel. And also, if you have any games you want to see, well, you know, do let me know. To the PayPal, and we can get them, and then boom, we can show them off on the channel. But that is going to be it. Obviously, on screen now, you will see our new limited edition F7 top. Obviously, it comes in multiple colours, as well as the F7 mug, which isn't limited edition. All the other merch is on there as well. Do go and get it. Also, if you do get it, you will get a shout out. But that is going to be it. Thanks all for coming in, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.